Welcome to episode 25 of the Outcast podcast. It's Gentry. As you can see, we are now coming to you live on a camera. So we will be, unfortunately for you, will be seen all over your social media now with the Outcast podcast. We've grown quite an audience because we have quite a cast of characters. I'll introduce to you my man Ramo Jesus, who's on the show here. What's up, Ramo?
What's going on, brother? How you feeling this week?
I'm feeling really good. It's great to see you. I always love your perspective on the show. We have his awesomeness, Memphis, who is here as well. What's up, Memphis?
Oh, man. I'm in the house. 25 episodes, yo. What the hell?
Man.
What the hell, man?
Welcome. Where have you been? And we have DJ Tomkat. Let me look on the monitor. Tomkat is wearing the sunglasses, and he is wearing the cowboy hat.
That's right.
Brother?
Culture shock.
Yeah.
He's hiding from somebody.
It's great to see you guys.
No.
Everybody.
They're like, hold on. We can finally see his ass now. Now we know what he looked like. Mm-hmm. He's like, nah.
Go back and listen to episodes 1 through 20.
You'll get it.
Good luck with all that.
He still got the disguise, so you're still safe. Your secret's still safe.
Well, since I last saw you guys,
This is my social media, though, so in case you want to drop some bombs.
Yeah, shameless
Tomkat Beats, connect with me. Tell me how much I suck.
Shameless plug.
Thank you. That.
I was going to say,
love y'all.
Me too.
Will somebody please go out there and follow Tomkat and give him some views, because he says that the government or somebody is holding him back from getting views.
I think it's Ramo.
It's the man.
Who's holding you back?
It's the man.
Tomkat?
I'm pretty sure it's Ramo. Well, Mark Zuckerberg, personally.
Yeah.
Didn't one of your videos get shut down for something that you're doing? I mean, you're breaking some kind of law.
Well, I was just showing Memphis earlier that I did a scratch video, and it is a classic hip hop song in the video, but I'm scratching the song back and forth, cutting it all up.
Wanna Be a Baller, wasn't
taking my stuff
that
down,
the one?
banning it in countries.
Wanna Be a Baller, right? Was that the one you
the one what did I do? Choice Is Yours by
That's right, Black Sheep. Yeah, that's the
which
one.
I love.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's too
there's some great
noticeable, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, you can't use other people's
So Mark
music.
Zuckerberg
But he
didn't
was just chopping
personally
and
take that
scratching.
down.
I don't see no harm in that.
They're not shadow banning me.
Please. He ain't paid attention to
I
what
just
he
suck.
got going on there.
I
in
like my
years.
excuse better, though.
He likes some money.
Why don't they do like they do on YouTube, where if you use somebody else's music, they either mute you or they give props to who made the song.
Well, that's another thing. They keep muting my own songs. Like I put out songs and I'll release them.
They do that for a totally different reason.
And they're
I like the idea.
Your music's great, dude.
I like if you're doing a mix like that, and instead of like it muting you, but it shows like, hey, this is who it is. Click here to buy the song, whatever. Versus like stopping the creativity of the DJ. You know, I think
I just feel like it should know that that's me, because on my own face, I'll put out a song, right? I'll release it, and then I'll go to release the promo for that song on my Facebook, and Facebook will be like, "Oh no, no, that's not your song." I'm like, I just released it like 5 seconds ago.
I would like to imagine just kind of trying to play devil's advocate here in the view of, let's say, a company such as whatever, TikTok, Facebook, whoever, you know what I'm saying? They're going to probably, letting you do that on there for whatever reason, the platform or whatever. I don't know. Somehow they could probably get sued by the artist. The artist isn't going to come after you because you don't have anything. It's their site. They're the ones with everything to lose. Like,
well, what happens, I think, is TK puts out his music and he publishes it the right way. What you don't understand is you have to get a certified account. I think that's also the problem. You need to start requesting a blue check mark.
Yeah, but that's kind of dangerous because from what we saw, we have friends who tried to get that blue check mark, and people are baiting you up now.
I'm not saying you want to pay someone. You can actually go on Instagram.
Blue check mark.
Yeah, if you go into your account, you can apply for a blue check mark.
I did that.
And I would screenshot the fact that they're trying to shut your own music down. So they probably don't think that you are you.
That could be it.
That's the thing. You have to let them know who you are, Tomkat.
Right. Come on, man. Don't be scared, dog.
Yeah, who are you, Tomkat?
Yeah,
tell us today. Who are you?
What day is it?
It is Wednesday.
Wednesday, the day of wins.
All he does is win, Tomkat.
Me,
Yeah. No, we don't. Please tell us. That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
I don't know. What am I? That's a hard question to ask. To answer
when you're on the spot, right?
You're on the spot. What am I?
I'm
I'm like drawn to the words. I don't know if they're words of this AI. Remember we talked about the AI one of the past episodes. There was there's a Google employee who got suspended, and because he was talking with the AI, and he said the AI is self-aware, and the AI basically said like, I'm self-aware. I feel happy and sad sometimes, and I'm curious about things. And like basically, that every time somebody like that's basically what I am.
That's
That's
iRobot.
what we are. Yeah,
you're an iRobot.
like I'm aware that I'm me. I feel happy and sad sometimes, and I'm curious.
Yeah,
about
you're
shit.
human.
Hey,
You're
that makes
human.
sense.
Very
I like
nice.
that. He's happy and sad, and he's curious about stuff.
Yep.
I could
try
tell
to
you.
always
Damn
be
AI
happy.
thing was like right on the money. That's the creepy shit.
I've been a stressed out dad lately because I had teenage girls staying the night this past weekend since the last time I saw you.
That just sounds bad right off the bat.
I know it's bad. It's bad news for a dad because I had two things come up where I'd like to see what you guys would do in these situations.
I hope
It's
it
like
wasn't
a-
what
I mean,
what
it's
I'm
kinda
thinking
like
came
a-
up. No,
it's like
Can we kick him
Not
off
that
the
one
show
thing,
for like
right?
2 minutes? Just black and screen because that's disgusting.
This is a choose your own adventure, slumber party sleepover
All right.
with a bunch of teenage girls. My daughter says it's my birthday, it's summertime. Got a few girlfriends that want to stay over. Then next thing you know, some of the younger kids in town, they're over here because they see a water slide. Before you know it, I have 7, 8 kids sleeping over here at the house.
Okay.
At one point, one of the girls lost her phone. She couldn't find it. They're all running around my house in their bathing suits. Which, by the way, young teenage girls running around your house in bathing suit can make a man feel uncomfortable.
You're not
Like-
saying that what I said came up again, did
That's
you?
a slippery
I think you
slope.
are saying
Oh
that.
my
I know
God,
what he's saying.
So
I know what
then
he's
next
saying.
thing you know,
Swing.
I'm no, I'm not swinging. I'm thinking like these girls are
the
making
opposite.
a mess. They're making a mess around the house. They're wearing bathing suits and running around wet after getting, and they're annoying and they're loud, and they're looking for a phone. And I realize the shower is on. I'm like, who's taking a shower? The shower is on and no one's in there. The one girl's like, the lost her phone. Oh, Mr. Odom, I'm going to be taking a shower, but I'm looking for my phone. I said, well, don't you realize it costs money to run the water, young lady?
Yeah.
And you're running around looking for your phone. Why don't you go get a shower?
This does sound like the beginning of a porno. I'm just going to tell you that. Just to let you know that.
What the fuck are you watching, bro?
I said, why don't you go either take a shower or
That's crazy.
go shut the shower off
Right.
and find your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, but I need my phone for the shower.
Is it waterproof?
What do you need your phone for the shower for?
Is it
Oh, I got to have my phone. Okay, well then go shut the shower off. When you find your phone, you take a shower. The next thing you know, one of the other girls says she's going to go take a shower with the other girl.
Starting to sound like it yet?
I'm like,
Shav and
Yeah,
Otterbox?
it's kind of.
This is the part.
Yeah, Rainbow?
This is the point where I
No.
walk away from the
Okay.
situation because the girl says to me, oh, we take showers all the time together.
Sure.
And then my daughter was like, they're not going in there to do anything, Dad. They're just going to talk and look at their phones. I said, well, 2 girls don't need to be going in the shower at my house. I don't know what's going on around here.
They can't get pregnant for one. But I feel you.
I mean, I don't know. It just
Yeah,
blew
yeah,
my
no, I feel
mind.
you.
I said, I'm
It's
out.
suspect.
I'm going back to making Who Wants an
That's
Ice Cream Cone.
fucking
Let's do something
crazy.
simple at the sleepover. Let's not
That's
have girls wasting
insane.
water. Let's not have them wanting to take showers together.
Well,
I mean, what
at least
is-
it wasn't.
it's first thing-
Is that when you got the boner?
I never got the boner.
Well,
unfortunately.
I bet you be like the first thing, like, hold on.
Yes, right on
said,
time. I knew I could count on you,
I bet
Rainbow.
he was like,
good
I
timing.
bet he was like the first thing you thought was like, man, they running up my fucking water bill. Just damn, y'all talking about taking showers together. What the fuck is that? But y'all running up my fucking water bill.
Oh, and the other thing is, don't ever buy this for a party. Cancel these 2 items from any party. Silly string and confetti.
Oh yeah.
I hate both of those
They'll have that
products.
shit
Why would
everywhere.
you even consider?
I didn't get it. Amy got it. Their mother got it.
Uh-oh.
I even told her, I said,
Place
why
the
would
blame
you
where it
ever?
needs to be.
She's gonna be
Don't ever
cleaning
do
it.
that.
Should be cleaning it.
I was cleaning it off of the
Nope.
ceiling fans, and it wasn't coming off the silly string.
Oh hell no.
Nope.
I'm like, these damn kids. Then I called Amy out about it. I was like, don't ever buy silly string for a party ever again. She's like, oh, sorry. I was trying to be nice, asshole. I'm like, well,
Don't you like how they
No.
try to turn it around on you when they were the
Like,
ones
was
you
nice
can't
to you.
turn this shit around on me.
Yeah, I mean,
I
told you this is what was going to happen, and look what happened.
Yeah, it was like it was my fault that
asshole
that I was trying to bring the party down. No, I just didn't want to clean up Silly's drink. But the girls did have fun, and it ended up turning out to be a good sleepover. But if girls are staying the night at your house, teenage girls, I know TK and Memphis don't have kids.
Nope.
And
you
all
can
of a
tell
sudden,
by my commentary.
The daughters want to take a shower.
Thank God.
What do you do, Ramo? Because you are a father. Have you ever had the girls want to take a shower at your house? Together?
Not together, no. My kids don't speak freaky deaky Dutch.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't your son and his cousin going in there.
I believe.
What do you think? I mean,
honestly,
what are they trying to do in the shower?
Probably nothing. Probably one of them was going to get in the shower while the other one sat there and talked to her.
And read her Snapchat or something?
Or maybe took a shit and didn't want nobody else to know except her best friend, so she was going to pretend like they were going in the shower together. Girls do shit like that, and it's okay because they don't think nothing of it.
That's just fucking weird.
Do you let it fly at your house? I mean, would you let your son and one of his buddies be like, hey, we're going to go in the shower?
If it was your son and his buddy and his cousin there.
He's going to rub some
he's
moisturizer
He's bringing the
on
phone. He's coming in here. You know something's going down.
We both got our phones.
You know
We
there's
wanna
going to
take
be
a
some
shower,
type
Dad.
of stain on the wall when they come out.
One,
I
that's
was
none of my
uncomfortable.
business. Two, definitely, I mean, I wouldn't let it happen where there was a guy or a girl on girl, a boy on girl. Like
We can take showers separately.
Nothing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Definitely.
That's why I don't have kids. Deal with that shit, man.
But
some creature growing up, going through the phases, don't deal with that shit.
Like I
Get
said,
outta here.
there's probably, I would imagine in that particular situation, it was something more of the effect of what I said, because girls are terrified about poop and having to poop in a lot of situations.
That is the weirdest
They
shit
don't
ever.
want other people to know that that's happening. Like,
What are you saying
yeah,
here,
for us,
Ramo?
that's so weird, dude. Like, because guys were like, yo, I'm about to go blow this fucking bathroom up. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
And
you know what I'm
if you-
saying? But
and if you
girls
like-
are
The
like,
girls is like, yeah, hell yeah, they be all,
girls will hold that shit until
won't
3
even
o'clock
fart.
in the morning and make sure the fucking dog's asleep.
and that's
before
why they
go in
all
the bathroom.
crampy and shit. Fart.
Yeah,
I do. I feel bad
Maybe that's why
about
they get
taking
their
shit.
period.
I do feel embarrassed
That's a
about
joke.
that too. The other morning, like might have been yesterday, but left the door open after taking that morning shit, and my
Oh,
lady was
man.
like working out all the way across the living room, and was like, "God damn!"
I think
What
a
do you
little
eat,
too much
Damn,
information there,
son.
TK.
Put down the fucking bread.
That's exactly what. You're
Stop
right. I just started eating bread again. No shit. Look at this
It
guy.
could be
He
that.
knows.
It could be that or corn.
No, I really just started eating lots of bread again. and all
I
of a
didn't
sudden-
eat any corn.
This mic
That should
straight
have
for
come
that.
out 3 weeks later.
All right,
Oh, you definitely see it again.
let's move on to another topic. You guys are making me lose my appetite here talking about TK shits.
Are you hungry?
Let's talk about something that will raise your anxiety. I'm reading an article
Interesting.
here that says New York City launches new PSA focused on preparing for possible nuclear attack.
What?
Yes, New York, they plan for a lot of things. They plan for bombs. They plan for planes flying into buildings now.
They should now.
They plan for murder. You know, you never
should
know when
plan
you
for
can
a
get
lot of that.
mugged
That's
there
gonna
in New
happen.
York City.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy that.
But you can also plan for a good time. You got Broadway. Times Square is a little bit of a freak show.
No place like it in the world.
But let's play a
I've been
little
a number of
audio.
times.
You'll hear some audio here. This is NBC News and the PSA that they're now playing for the folks in New York City to prepare for
Interesting.
a nuclear attack.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit.
New York City officials releasing a PSA on what to do in case of a nuclear attack. Their
scary.
instructions: get inside, and stay tuned.
PSAs like this seem like a waste until something bad actually happens, and then they are potentially very valuable.
But no need to evacuate just yet. In a statement, the New York City Department of Emergency Management saying that, quote, the likelihood of a nuclear weapon incident occurring in or near New York City is very low.
There's no specific threat. We've received feedback that, not surprisingly, this scenario is something that people don't feel prepared for, and they ask us for advice. So, this was an effort to provide some
Where's the rest of the
straightforward
PSA?
advice around a difficult topic.
Mayor
This is the link you sent me, Tomcat.
I know.
It doesn't have the rest. The rest of the PSA, she goes on to basically say, she's like, go inside and listen to the authorities and just stay inside. It's so ominous. That's basically what she says. She's like, go inside. That's it. Like, what do you do?
It was
what
a
do
very
you
New,
do?
It was
go
very
inside. Listen to the authorities.
It's a very New York way to deliver it. Like nuclear, whatever fuck is coming. This the big one. I know. Don't ask me no fucking questions.
Right.
Go inside.
Don't
That's
ask
a very
why.
New York thing. Don't ask why.
Just go inside.
Fuck you, man. I'm out here on my stoop
I don't
chilling,
know if I
bitch.
want to go inside. Maybe I'll just kill this asshole next to me who's pissing me off because I'm going to die in about 5 seconds anyway. Hey, fuck you, guy.
I like the way
Trying to
they're
take me to jail. We're all dead in about 15 seconds. Oh, you too?
I like how they're proactive. You know, you never know what could happen in New York City. Have you been to Times Square? You can see anything there.
Thank you.
You should be prepared for anything.
Well, and I mean, we've all learned already from other dates and that live in infamy in this country. Like, that's definitely someplace that could cripple our country if it were decimated in one way or another. So I think it's smart for them to go about that. And for her to say that New York would be probably one of the last place hits, I'm guessing she's saying that because the location is so far away from, let's say, a Russian border that it's probably not hittable but with, nuclear warhead. But, I mean, there is other ways around doing
They
things.
also said the Titanic wouldn't sink.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, to say that New York wouldn't be a prime target place, I think is a total swing and a miss because, I mean, there's a lot of cities, I'm not putting anybody down, but this country kind of, we are, especially internationally, flow through New York City.
Well, you got
New York,
Washington,
Miami,
New York.
I mean, that's
LA,
all right there.
Atlanta is the biggest hub.
Atlanta is
Atlanta's
a
a
big
big
one.
one,
For air travel to hit Atlanta
Right.
would be huge. I mean, look, a nuke hitting anywhere in the United States is going to be catastrophic. I mean, we'll immediately be, at war. There'll be a nuclear war. The whole world will probably be incinerated at that point.
Well, we had
because
one in
everyone's gonna start firing off
1945.
nukes.
We had one in Hiroshima, I think, was the last.
Yeah, in Nagasaki.
Do you think that would happen? Do you think if somebody were to nuke one of the cities that they would immediately respond, or do you think it would just sit there smoldering and everybody would just kind of be like, well, they're
I would
fucked?
hope that our intelligence and our government has some type of plan, that would combat it. But I know that there's not a whole lot you can do. Somebody drops a nuke. But I think that our Air Force and our military and our intelligence is on top of it, and I think they would intercept anything, hopefully.
There wouldn't be much we could do.
Over water.
Yeah. We can't control those type of things, I don't think.
No, definitely not. And I think to understand it, about it, be prepared for it, but
just go inside, Ramo. Go inside.
What did the PSA say exactly again, TK? Because you're the only one that saw it. What does it say to do?
The PSA said go inside.
Get your duct tape. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Get the batteries?
I would imagine it's like a hurricane where you burrow inside the house and wait to hear when it's safe to come out or when shit's open where you can go somewhere to get gas and things of that nature. Like, I'm sure they're not saying, go in your house, you are now a slave of America.
That's not
Although
really,
I'm sure there's a sect of people that feel like that already.
That's insane.
I'm asking Google, what should you do if we have a nuclear attack? And it says here,
here's the PSA.
Move to a shelter, basement, or other underground area. Sure. What are you doing? We're trying to have a respectable broadcast here.
Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast.
Get inside.
You, your friends, your family, get inside.
Fuck inside!
Staying in the car is not an option.
Not an option.
You need to get into a building and move away from the windows.
Get down.
That makes sense.
Step 2.
Step 2.
Stay inside. Shut all doors and windows.
Don't watch Fox News.
Head there.
Couldn't do that anyway.
Get as far into the middle of the building as possible.
The middle.
Sounds like a hurricane or a tornado.
Yeah.
Get
Right.
clean immediately.
Because you're trying to get away from
Hear that?
Bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body.
And don't sniff the dust,
So
Ramo.
did it say take off all your clothes?
I like that.
Sound like it.
Sweet.
Information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates.
And Tomcat Beats also.
Inside until
I like it.
officials say it's safe.
Wait for them to tell us when we can come outside.
to tell us. There it is. Pretty creepy.
I
like the music.
Why does something that sounds extremely logical to do sound like conspiracy to other people?
I didn't say it was conspiracy. I was just making fun of it.
Oh,
You know what?
too.
Here's something you guys may not have known. The University of Florida has a zombie evacuation plan.
now that's ridiculous.
I don't think that
They
there's
do.
any. I don't,
Serious.
What?
I kid you not.
They obviously
Them
weren't
fuckers
around in the
Gainesville.
80s when crack was
Well, where are
going
you
around.
gonna go?
I don't know, but I don't
That's
know
like
the plan
that's like
yet.
running
But I
from
know
the hurricane.
Well, you
Right.
can run from the
There's nowhere to
hurricane.
go.
Well,
You just leave early. That's what I did.
sometimes.
The
yeah.
same with the nuke. If you leave early, but you don't have much notice. But these new
You might
like
not know.
hypersonic nukes, they're supposed to take like 20 minutes.
You might not know. See, luckily for us,
Let's
we
go to
live
New
on-
York. Lucky for us, it's going to New York. We'll be like, start spreading the news.
Unless Cuba has something going on or somebody in South America, we're pretty safe.
We
because I don't think
are
we're
as
gonna get
far
hit
away from any other giant land mass as anyone else is. So if they nuke Florida,
we're in Florida. And we're a
everyone's getting nuked.
tsunami. We're a tsunami away from
we
being
can be
off.
fucked.
on that.
Yeah.
We just got to get to the middle of the state.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
You'll get
We
sucked
gotta
right
get
into
off
the
state.
Okeechobee.
Yeah, we got to get off the state.
Well, I have 10 cities here that you're probably not going to want to go to if things get bad, because we're going to go down the list
like it.
of cities with the most murders so far here in
shit.
2022.
I like it.
Now, this is according to World Population Review. They do a lot of research and get all the data and the factors of how many people live in the city and how many murders happened. And we'll start at number 10.
Just per capita, right?
Yep.
All right.
Number 10 on the list is Chicago, Illinois. I'm surprised that it's not higher.
Misnomer. See, a lot of
But-
people give it a bad rap.
There's a lot of people that live in Chicago, so you really got to get a lot of murders.
Because
to win
Obama's
this.
from out that way. That's why. That's why.
Number
Chicago
9,
got
That's
that-
still
got
high.
that
Because
rap.
Obama is violent.
Newark,
No.
New Jersey is number
Newark,
9.
New
I'm not too
Jersey.
I
New
thought they'd
Jersey.
be higher.
Yeah, Newark.
Newark?
Yeah, Brick City they call that.
Yeah, Brick City.
All right,
Brick
let's see
City,
who
baby.
is next on the list. Cities with the most murders in 2022. Memphis.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Why do
Yeah.
they call
Yeah,
you
no, they
Memphis?
wild out.
Memphis, how'd you get the name Memphis?
Because I
kill
moved,
people?
No, I moved. Well, we don't talk about that stuff.
For
in my
fun.
past.
Ooh.
No, I lived there for a while, and then when I started radio, I wanted to go by a name that was cool and stood out versus everything. And I'm like, Memphis is a cool ass town, and it
Okay.
got the best barbecue you'll ever have, and you get your ass popped.
I think it's a good name.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
the
so
barbecue
stuff.
there. I've been there.
They have a good college basketball program at
Yes. Sure.
Memphis, too.
Sure.
The University of Memphis, originally Memphis State.
And-
Might have to be
Go
Tampa
Tigers.
Tom going forward here.
Well, we
Tigers.
we talked about barbecue. You mentioned barbecue in Memphis. How about the barbecue in our next city? Number 7, Kansas City.
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City.
I've
I always
never
thought
been.
that was a.
Kansas City's awesome.
I've never been to Kansas City.
Kansas City's awesome.
No, I haven't been, but the barbecue sounds good. And
I
I'm
know
always
it.
down for some good
So
barbecue.
you got to try it. You got St. Louis, Kansas City,
City.
Memphis, and then East Texas barbecue.
different.
You know,
What's the difference?
it's
One's a
it
little
just
more
depends on your taste.
Hispanic-y.
I would imagine
No,
the
not
barbecue
even. No,
sauce
not
is
at
going
all.
to
A
be
lot
a
of
big
times it's
part of
the
it.
heat.
Or
A lot
how
of times it's the heat
Right,
of the
that's what I
sauce.
mean.
Sometimes it
Slow
could be
cooked versus-
your rubs and stuff. Like I think they do beef better in Texas than anywhere else.
I bet.
They do it right. They do it
kinda.
right. The first time I ever had a breakfast,
you just cream in your pants a little bit. I think you did.
Yes, I have.
not a
I saw you
breakfast
do.
burrito, but a chorizo. Not yet.
Here we go with the tacos.
Do we
A
got the
brisket and
taco audio?
sausage taco.
We'll get to that,
it's
TK.
later.
We'll get to your Fox
Roll
News.
the taco clip.
Your echo
TK's
chamber.
Fox News. Yeah, his Fox News
Yeah.
piece will be coming up later.
But ribs, I think Memphis and St. Louis do ribs probably the best. And
Who?
can't-
St. Louis?
Memphis, it's a tie between St. Louis and Memphis.
Okay.
St. Louis win because they actually call St.
Next
Louis
week we got to
ribs.
get the
They do-
barbecue in
so-
here
so
of
St.
all the
Louis
different kinds, so we can
St.
test
Louis
it
does
out.
win. In Kansas City, they barbecue just all around is just really good. So you're all right.
Sure.
Yeah, but
All right,
just
TK,
watch where
you're
you
in
go out
charge.
there.
You're in charge of that. Make sure you have all the barbecues
Yes.
from all the cities and bring them in here next week. I'm glad you brought that up. So that's on your plate. Pun intended. Let's continue down the line. So far, number 10, Chicago. Number 9, Newark, New Jersey, Brick City. Where you at? Number 8, Memphis. We heard about their barbecue. It's awesome. Number 7, Kansas City, out Midwest. And number 6, a city I believe most of us have been to, Sin City. Comes in at number 6, Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Okay. I get it.
Number 5, the mistake by the lake. Some will call it. Do you know the name of that city?
Cleveland?
Cleveland, Ohio, baby.
Really, they're up there. Huh?
Lake
Erie?
Yeah. Number
Cleveland.
5, Lake Erie.
Cleveland, yeah.
Number 3, I will say a lot of craziness happens on Bourbon Street. That would be
New Orleans.
New
Orleans. How you say
New
it?
Orleans at number 3, and coming in at
They say New Orleans is going to take number 1, though.
You think so?
That's what they've been saying.
That's what they've been saying.
They're trying to get there.
At number 2, you guys want to take a poke at who is 1 and 2 before we get to it? Do you have any guesses? Any idea what you might think?
I'm going to say St. Louis is number 1.
Okay.
And I'm not proud of that because that's
I said
my
that
hometown.
earlier.
That's my city. But I'm not proud of that.
And who
But
do you
I'm
think is number 2? Any guesses?
And number 2, I'm going to probably
Detroit?
I'm going to say Tulsa, Oklahoma.
All right, let's take a look at the list here. Let me get back. And it is.
Oh, Tulsa's
Number
pretty bad.
2 is Baltimore.
Oh,
Maryland.
I forgot about Baltimore.
How do we forget
Baltimore's
about
rough.
Baltimore?
Yeah, I
Forget
forgot
about Baltimore. Number 1 is.
They won't forget about you.
the Lou, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
I knew it. I heard this.
What
the
is
other
it
day.
about St. Louis, man? You live there, right?
Yeah,
Memphis.
born and raised there, man.
What is it about the Lou that makes it so crazy?
St. Louis? So St. Louis is it's a big city, but it's spread out between like counties. You got like North County, South County, and West County. But then that's the county. But then you got like St. Louis City, which is very segregated from the north side, the west side where I grew up, and
West side?
The south side. But the south side is
Chicago's like that too.
yeah, the south side is kind of like part of it's like really good neighborhoods, then other part is like hella hood, and the other part
That
is like
rhymed.
there was like mob control for a minute, surrounded by another hood next to a great neighborhood. So the south side is kind of like mixed. But on the west side and the north side is the worst parts of the city.
What's the worst part?
Chicago's different.
The
It's
worst part of the city in St. Louis is probably on the north side. I mean, and it's crazy to say because the neighborhood I grew up in, they made a show about it on a show Gangland. I think it was either A&E or
I've watched Gangland. I love that show.
They did, you know, if they profile you, whoever it is, you really got to be the shit serious.
Oh, yeah.
They did that on the gang in my neighborhood. All these dudes I grew up with fought.
A mic is hot fire.
Crazy.
And like that's my part of my neighborhood on the west side of St. Louis. It was just notorious. But then it's ill. It's their neighborhoods way worse than mine. And the north side, like we had this rule: if you from the west side, if you got to go on the north side because you got family over there, you stick to your family, stay in the house, don't go too far away, because they get crazier on the north side.
That's pretty wild.
It also says that the school system I've read that is bad in St. Louis.
Yeah,
I think it's getting worse everywhere. They can't find teachers. Nobody wants to teach anymore.
well back
They'll get paid now.
Well, back into I think it was 2012, St. Louis public schools lost accreditation because for the longest time, even when I was a kid, they had a hard time finding like good superintendents. Like they'll get like some big shot person to come in and they make hurrah hurrah, and then they gone within like 18 months, 24 months, but they didn't make like millions of dollars, and now they gone. And the public schools was still in the shit. Where then they had this program called the DSEG program. So basically, what that was taking kids that grew up in the city to the county schools.
Sure.
But the county schools got paid per student. So if you missed the day, they literally call in your house, blowing the house up. Hey, where they at? You know, because they got to, keep that money going.
They get money for the students.
So it's fucked up. So I was myself and my brother and my sister was in this DSEG program. So my days would start at like fucking 4:00 in the morning.
That's
and just to get ready for school because I got to be at the bus stop, by 5:45. And that's just come pick me up. But we got like a gang of other motherfuckers we got to pick up, and then you got to be at the school.
That was the worst part about school. Among all the shit about school that fucking sucked, the bus ride.
Yeah,
I
usually
hated
the
that.
worst things
That
happened
was the
on the
worst.
bus.
On the bus, yeah.
I told Memphis I got beat up on the bus numerous times.
Did you?
I had my
Yeah,
baseball
sucks.
card stolen on the bus.
That's fucked
Waiting
up.
for the bus, on the way home from the bus. That's when I always got beat up.
We had some great times though playing football before the bus came though. Did you guys ever do that at the bus stop?
No, because it was way
Not
too
before.
damn early.
Yeah. Not any time before anything like that. But
We would
We
meet
did play
early,
football.
play some 3-on-3 touch football at the bus stop.
That's
Bus stop
crazy.
was fun though sometimes.
Yeah, we didn't
definitely.
have time for that. We was trying to stay awake, and then for those of you who don't know about those Midwest winters, when you got to be at the bus stop, we didn't have to
deal with that.
You got to be
about that.
You got to be at the bus stop at freaking
winter.
You go outside the house like maybe
winter.
5 minutes before your bus supposed to get there, and you stand that 5 minutes. You still stand there with your coat on, everything on, and the wind is still kicking your ass, and it's 5:45 in the morning.
You know, I got to be honest.
It's still
with you.
dark outside.
Yeah.
It's still dark outside.
I think I blocked
St. Louis
a lot
is
of
fucking
that
crazy.
out of my
Out of your
memory.
mind? Oh, I bet.
Because I barely, I knew I did it for years.
Do you remember that, Gentry?
I don't remember doing
Waiting
it
for the
much.
bus?
Were you up north going to school?
I did a few years ago up there. Where I went in Indiana, they actually just come right to the neighborhood and honk and wait for you to run out of the house.
Our bus stop was right on the corner, so I didn't have to go
Yeah, I was
far.
on the corner. Yeah,
Playing in the snow
Or if
is
you had to
probably
walk
fun.
a couple blocks, sometimes you had to walk a couple blocks, you know,
Or if you got
because
off at
certain
the
ways
wrong
the
stop.
bus wasn't going to go down that way to come get you. But back to why St. Louis is also so bad, you still got pocket neighborhoods, you know, outside the north side or the west side. You're like Wellston or like
West side?
Don't do
Ferguson,
that.
which were the situation happened with Mike Brown, you know, Ferguson. It's a little rough, but not that. It ain't like the city rough, but it's rough, you know.
Well, they are number one, St. Louis. Most murders so far in 22
It's
per
really
capita.
bad.
But if you look at the world, St. Louis comes in at like 15th because there's like so many more dangerous places in the world. Tijuana, Mexico, the place you probably don't want to vacation to. It looks like they have the most murders in the entire world.
TJ?
In Tijuana.
Well,
I've been to Tijuana.
Okay, I'm sure you didn't go to Tijuana.
I went to
Yes, I
Tijuana
did.
Flats.
Oh, yeah,
I like that too.
Nah,
Yes,
them
I
chicks
did.
are
Actually went
awesome.
down.
Goes right off
All the
and over to
sauces
San
to
Diego,
get the-
right,
I don't know,
right
man.
on down there. Oh, yes, I did.
I don't know what you
Me
go
and
on.
2 Australian girls. Yes, sir.
Mexico looks to be the most
I went to
dangerous.
Cancun for the high school trip there.
Yeah,
That was a
boy.
good time.
Yeah, what did you do? What kind of laws did you break down there? Because I know you
We
were
went
breaking
bridge
laws.
jumping. They weren't too happy with that. They chased us. The federales, they're called.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to get caught by their ass.
They just wanted 100 pesos, which
They
is
did.
like 25 American bucks. I guess.
The police would pull over our cabs and our buses and take money from them. We'd be like,
Oh,
gotta wait.
wow.
You had to wait. And then they'd like break them off some bread and then they'd be like, all right, go ahead. But they'd like straight up pull over the bus, hop on the bus.
Number 2 on the list is Acapulco, Mexico.
Wow. And I really like Acapulco, man. I always thought it was a rad place, but I heard
The drug lords have taken over.
I know.
Venezuela comes in next. Carcass, Venezuela.
Cocaine's a hell of a
Yeah.
drug.
And then it's Mexico, Venezuela, Brazil, South Africa, Brazil, Mexico, Brazil. Then you get to the United States and St. Louis in the mix.
That's fucking.
Where at in South Africa? Was it Johannesburg?
South Africa is Cape Town.
Cape Town, yeah.
Man, stay out of Cape Town.
No shit.
Johannesburg
get
was
caught
amazing.
All right, let's move on. We had
great.
TK send a fun video to the group text. This is the news anchor, an upstate New York news anchor, has been suspended from her job. Did you guys hear the audio after she was accused of being too drunk on the air?
I saw a picture of her, boy. She looked like she had an afternoon.
I was saving it for here. I didn't want it. I wanted a natural reaction.
I think Ramo might be too high for the air. We'll have to see. Maybe he'll be suspended after today's show.
Oh, shit.
Too high.
I thought you get promoted for being too high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
I know.
yeah.
Like, why would you get punished for
You're not
that?
high
That's not
enough
nice.
this week, Ramo. I need you more high next week for the show. Let's hear from this New York anchor as I guess she was having a few pops before work. Let's see.
Across the country, southeast are under warnings for excessive heat. And boy, don't you know that? 105 degrees in Texas today. I just spoke with my mother. That's what she's dealing with. It's a major heat wave. And it is, it's just hitting everywhere. We're so lucky. It's only 80 degrees here. We are really lucky here in the capital region.
She is in her
let me
drunk
tell you
girl
about that.
style.
These areas are reaching such areas. I mean,
Such areas.
I mean, they're not expected. It has happened. Like, you don't need us telling you that it's bad.
She
It's
is drunk talking,
like
baby.
People are being told to like stay inside, drink a lot of water, and we are just lucky. This weekend right here is so amazing. Meteorologist Craig Adams.
That's why she's drunk.
Oh, that's good shit.
That's a CBS 6 affiliate in upstate New York.
It
That's
was,
like- that is the
was a
That's the
CBS
drunk
affiliate.
girl after the club.
Has anybody ever seen?
She works at
Anchorman?
McDonald's now.
Oh, man. That's the drunk girl after the club. They just want to talk your head off. Like, oh my God, I love your set.
Her name is Heather, and she claims she was sleep deprived. And she had to be at work at 6. You know, these morning news anchors.
Yeah, they got to be there like hella early.
6 is not that early.
I know, but at TV, you got to get there a little early. It's not radio, Ramo, like when you used to do the morning.
Yeah, they got to get makeup and all that
4:30.
shit.
She sounded like she sounded like the little kid that wasn't prepared for their book report and didn't have the fact and just is like trying to be like,
and she got in the mommy's
you guys
fun
know
punch.
that this is the best book ever, and because it's got pages and even
you see this rainbow right here. This rainbow represents power and respect. And
you guys.
She was actually holding a little bit for the beginning.
She was.
For like maybe 5 to 10
Where did
seconds.
she fall? Where did
Then
it go
after that,
sideways?
It all went to hell, bro.
Can we hear that audio again? Like, where did she go off
I would
rails?
like to hear it again. Oh, when she said areas twice.
Yeah, when she started freelancing. When it sounded like she started freelancing.
We are really lucky here in the capital region. I mean, let me tell you about that.
Let me tell
These
you.
areas are reaching such areas. I mean, it's Houston, Austin.
These areas are reaching such areas as my bottle of tequila in my desk.
I wonder what she drank the
sleep
night
deprived.
before. I wonder where was she drinking the night before.
But everybody I think has worked with someone that does a little drinking. I can remember I worked at a TV station and we had a weather guy, and I'm not naming any names.
Ramo.
But he used to have a bottle of a flask in his desk that was well known that the weatherman took a couple sips.
Was it Scotchity
The weatherman take a couple sips before he tells you where he's going.
Yeah, but the weatherman, I mean, they're wrong anyway every day.
They are wrong.
It's gonna
But
rain. Not gonna rain.
Some of them are nice to look at.
Rinse
though.
and repeat.
You just got to be. You can drink on the job, but you got to be able to keep it together. Some people can drink and keep it together. Some people can't handle their booze.
My dad was good at that.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Your dad was good at just having just the right amount of pops where he could keep it together.
No, he was good at drinking as many fucking pops as he wants and keeping it together.
Oh, nice.
My dad was not
They
good
call
at
that an alcoholic, Ray. I don't know.
Hey, whatever. He was a good one.
Yeah, he was. And you had problems with booze at one point, TK, right? That booze is bad news.
It is.
I quit. I haven't had a drop in 10 years or more.
All
now.
right, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, if
Didn't
you're
know
having
that.
trouble with the booze, man, you can do it. You can quit if you have to. Because I did it. I was so drunk. And like I drank so much, I was such a drunk ass. I thought that other people were as drunk as me, but now that I'm sober and I like go to the clubs and shit and look at people, I'm like, man, I was really drunk.
I've definitely
see anybody. I don't think I see people as drunk as I was.
Oh, you see a couple here and there, but not very many.
I never saw you too out of control. I've seen you too high.
I think it was my mind was just out of control, and then my body may not have been moving, but my mind was discotheque.
He had a snootful, and you can use that term extremely loosely.
A snoopful?
A
snootful.
Oh,
a little Amber Heard on the witness stand. You know,
back in the day, that's what they called drinking. Back in the day,
that's gonna be the thing now. Amber Heard, that's the thing. Some of that Amber Heard.
I had a program director where I wasn't even 21 years old. True story. The guy hires me and he's teaching me how to run the board, and he's smoking a cigarette on the air and drinking a beer.
Yeah,
this is like 1997 probably, and maybe 96. And then he like he takes a big drag off his cigarette, blows it out. He does his break on the air. Hey, then he takes his headphones off, and then he takes a drink of his beer, and he goes, oh, by the way, if a few beers loosens you up on the air, I have no problems. I looked in the garbage can. There was like
beers.
Those Foster's 32-ounce beers.
Holy shit.
Were in the trash can.
He smashed.
And, well, he wasn't drinking those. That was the night guy who liked to drink the Foster's.
Oh, okay. Well, night guy's supposed to do that shit. Rock out for us.
This was the afternoon guy and program director. And in that building, you could smoke and you could drink. And I didn't have the heart to tell him I was only 18 years old. You know, like, hey, I'm not even old enough to drink.
Did that shit.
So you started drinking?
That's the radio business for you, you know?
Yeah, it is. Radio business is fucking crazy.
What about the business of being a politician or being the first lady? I know that TK wanted to make sure we played this audio. He feels like Ramo should be offended, being the Hispanic on the panel here on the Outcast podcast. Why would Ramo be offended by, I haven't really heard the audio. What did Jill Biden say, TK? What'd she say?
We'll play the audio.
Let me find it. I mean, I'm asking you.
Yeah, he's trying to stall.
I'm trying to stall while I get the fucking audio ready, buddy.
I don't know that.
Thanks.
Be part of the show,
audio.
you fucker.
I don't know that.
How about your synapses first?
Well, I didn't want to try to explain what she said.
All right, never mind. I got the audio ready. Let's play it, okay?
Play the audio.
Here we go. Well, I don't. I thought I did.
Okay.
Community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
So she said the tacos.
Breakfast tacos.
Why breakfast tacos?
Hey, they have-
There's lots of tacos.
Oh, no, listen,
because the
because
regular tacos there in San Antonio are way too fucking spicy for her.
She was like, yeah.
You know what I'm
and by
saying?
the
Like,
way,
she can't do it.
That I
And
think
by
is
the
the
way,
most
they have
offensive
some of the
thing.
best
We're leaving
breakfast
all the
tacos.
other tacos out.
No. You know what's offensive? I'm gonna tell you what's offensive about
that's
this
this taco
and,
list.
and I'll tell you this: not the fact that she was, kudos to her for even trying to even say these words. You are
Bodega?
Yeah, you're the first. You're the first lady. All right. You know you're going to talk to these goddamn people.
Gotta practice.
You get with a Hispanic speech coach.
Find a Spanish
and learn how to
person
say
near
these
you.
2 fucking words for crying out, or 1 word, and
damn.
to not say breakfast tacos here in San Antonio. Like, no.
Poor
that's-
San Antonio. They can't catch a break. First they had Charles Barkley, now they got Jill Biden.
Look, man,
God
they're not
damn.
trying to be offensive. It's just
No, you heard what
hilarious. They
Charles,
don't know
hold on,
any
did you hear what
better,
Charles
Which is
Barkley
what
said about
I think that's what makes it funny to
Can you
people.
get
That
hilarious.
of Charles Barkley talking
Should know
about
better.
San Antonio
maybe
women?
go ahead.
No, I'm saying San Antonio can't catch a break at all, man. Jill Biden calling them the best freaking breakfast
tacos.
taco place, which they are really, really
I love
good,
me
by
a
the
good
way.
breakfast taco. Now, don't get me wrong.
In her defense, maybe she was reading the teleprompter really fast when she said bodegas and just saw the word and was like bodegas. Because
That's
she was
exactly
reading
what
it.
happened. She was reading a teleprompter and she didn't know how to pronounce
when
the
she
word.
came across the word, she probably knows what a bodega is, but as she read that word and went over it in a hurry, she just probably said bodegas and then was like, oh shit.
I'm reading the article here.
but whoever wrote that wasn't too swift because I mean it's like comparing people to tacos and then it's like what if she's speaking
Yeah.
and she's speaking in China now and she's like all the different egg rolls, you guys are so diverse as every egg roll and all the stuff you put inside the egg rolls, they're all so different.
I think she was just trying to relate horribly, and it's just, it came off as unsincere because it wasn't done
The
properly.
way she said it was
For
so
crying
bad.
out
Well, I
loud.
had also
And
somebody
here's the
so
thing, like to use
And the great
breakfast
city of
tacos-
San Antonio for your breakfast tacos.
but that's just what I'm saying. Like, if you want to give, praise to the Hispanic community of
Breakfast
the greater
tacos.
San Antonio, Texas, I'm pretty sure that they have way more authentic shit going on there than fucking breakfast
Yeah,
fucking tacos.
at least she didn't like
that don't
plug.
exist in
Like I said-
Mexico. I'll guarantee you.
Like I said, look, San
They're
Antonio
called
can't
tacos.
catch a break. First, they got Charles Barkley talking about how ugly and fat the women in San Antonio is. And now Jill Biden comes right on along and says, you guys are famous for breakfast tacos, which proves Charles Barkley's point.
I guess it says that the first lady apologized since this.
That's
She
cool.
Feels bad about it. And she was, I guess, trying to say that Latinos are as unique as breakfast tacos.
Yeah.
And
Because
this
it gets funnier every fucking time, I swear to God.
and the event was for a guy that Joe Biden, our president, just gave a Medal of Freedom. He just gave him a Medal of
just
Freedom.
stop saying it.
And they were there to celebrate this,
That's
guys.
hilarious.
You guys are as unique
That's hilarious.
as bodegos and breakfast tacos.
Bodegas.
She's like, and then she
Thank you
tries to
very
like
much.
apologize for it and says it again. It's like, no. Yeah, it's all right. It's funny.
Sorry,
God,
Ramo.
she's,
Sorry,
obviously she
man.
wasn't trying to be
Yeah,
mean
I
or
haven't
anything
heard
like
Miss
that.
Mitch
but
that bad
It's just
since-
funny.
That's pretty bad.
It's just funny.
That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
that's terrible. It's just.
That's insane. I love it.
Hey, well.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Outcast podcast, number 25.
25.
In Spanish,
Man.
that would be 25.
That's pretty close.
25. How would you say it?
Basura.
25, yeah. That's good.
25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, you got it. That was
Gracias.
more Italian. But
Okay.
Grande basura.
You got anything to say, Memphis, before we call it a show?
Oh man, be safe this weekend. Have fun. Put on some SPF. The sun is hot right now.
I've noticed that black people can get burned as well because
Hell yeah,
I used
we
to
burned.
babysit a
Did you
young
notice
black
that?
boy.
I got burned once.
I had to slap. I
it's
noticed
a
he got
very
burned.
uncomfortable topic.
Right at the end.
Well, I mean,
It's good.
he said put your SPF on. People may say, why is a black man saying put SPF on?
The
He
sun
said
is
They can get
extra.
burned as well.
Listen, the sun is extra hot
That's right.
now.
It is. It will burn you.
Everyone should wear sunblock.
Yeah.
Customer service will burn you lately, too. God
Yeah, it will.
damn, do they
Fuckers.
piss me off.
Stop calling my fucking phone. I put you on block forever, bitch.
Scam likely. Yeah, we're all a scam here. This is the Outcast podcast. We appreciate you listening. So long, everybody.
Peace out. If there's a nuclear bomb, get inside.
Take a shower. Take a shower.
The middle of the room.
Don't ask questions.
No questions.
Just do it.
We're going to the mountains.